Am I the a-hole for outing a man as a child lover in front of his new wife after he made a comment about my miscarriage? This happened a month ago and it's still echoing in my head. When I 26F was 21, I was in an abusive plus toxic relationship with a man we'll call Mitch, fake name 35M at the time. Mitch was friends with this guy, who we'll call Sean, fake name 38 at the time, a recovering alcoholic. Sean always gave me bad vibes. I had known that Mitch met Sean in jail, but I never pried about why he was there. Mitch told me that he himself was in jail for a bar fight. I was dumb and believed him. Few months into the relationship, I got pregnant, but ultimately lost the baby. It was around this time my parents started hearing rumors about Mitch. They asked me his birthday and full name, and turns out he was a registered intimacy offender and did time for child. I left him immediately and even looked at the registry myself. Not much of a surprise that I found Sean listed, mugshot and all. Also for minor related incidents. I have since moved in and am happily married in a completely different county. Last week, my husband and I were visiting family in my hometown when we came across Sean in a store. We did our best to avoid him, and yet he walked right up to me and my husband while we were at checkout and had the nerve to ask me, "Where's the kid?" Knowing damn well I had a miscarriage all those years ago. I saw red. It was at that moment I realized he was there with a woman who was with two special needs adults, both female. I saw the rings and I asked her, how could you trust a man like that around them? Because it was very clear that both were non-verbal, as they could barely even call her mom. Sean immediately got tense and his wife asked me what I meant, so I told her. This resulted in her Googling the registry and proceeding to walk out of the store with her daughters in tow. Luckily, my husband stepped in before Sean could say anything else. I've heard from the grapevine that she has started the divorce proceedings, and now Sean has started drinking again. I brought this up with someone, and they said there were better ways to go about this than how it happened, but I don't know. I just need an outside opinion. So am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. What would be the better way to out someone like this? You didn't approach this man, he approached you. He brought up a not great time in your life. It doesn't sound like if you had seen him and his wife that you would have trailed around behind him waiting for an opportunity to call him out.
OP replied,
Honestly, I didn't even know he got married until this incident. I've had zero contact with him outside of my time with Mitch, and I moved just 4 months after because I kept seeing Mitch around town. I had a full-blown meltdown after finding out the truth about Mitch. I had brought him around my nephews, my niece. He was never alone with them, let alone held them, but I still felt horrible.
Not the a-hole. You aren't wrong. You saved those poor girls from a Their mother really should have Googled him before getting involved. Also, he was the one that came and you. He is a They don't change. You saved a life that day.
Not the a-hole. That piece of You probably did a good thing giving his wife a chance to get away from him, and I dread to think of what someone like him would do to people as vulnerable as those nonverbal women.